Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be the language trainer for this hour. And we will be studying, doing a reading exercise of vocabulary and speaking. And the topic we will be doing is mumpreneurs. So, what are mumpreneurs? Well, in English, mum means mother. It's another expression used in British English. So, mum, mother, mum, mom. Preneur is the end of entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur is a self-employed person. So what we're going to do is talk about moms who are work from home or work running their own business and still be a mom. So, hello, how are you today, Raphael?
Oh, I am fine. You?
Very good, very good. So, where are you from, Raphael?
I'm from Brazil. I live in Rio de Janeiro City.
Uh-huh, awesome. And it is summertime there right now, correct?
Yes, it is 11 p.m.
Yeah, is it summertime?
Yes.
Okay. So is it light then?
No, no, because it is 11 p.m., so it's dark.
Okay. Okay. I've lived in an area of the world where um, when at 11 p.m. in the summertime it was still light. So,
No, it doesn't happen in Brazil.
okay. So that's like here in the US as well. So
Mhm.
it's never that light there here. So anyway, how was your day?
I was pretty calm day. I went to the shopping mall to buy some gifts
Mm-hmm.
uh, for a secret friend. I don't know how to call it in English, but maybe it is secret friend. It is uh, when we have the family all together and everyone needs to give a gift to someone and you start describing this person and then you say who is your secret friend. So that's what I did. I went to the shopping mall, I bought a gift, and then I came home and I just relaxed. I was watching some American TV programs. I
Mm-hmm.
confess that I'm addicted to American TV series. Now I've been improving my listening comprehension.
Well, that's a good way to do that. So,
Mm.
actually, what you called secret friend, we actually call in English secret Santa.
Oh, Secret Santa.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
because we see secret friend in Portuguese, if I can translate into Portuguese.
yeah, okay, yeah. In English, it's secret Santa, and everybody does it a little bit different as far as secret Santa. They also have a lot of girls or women's clubs will have something called a secret sister, and the secret sister will give gifts throughout a certain time period, and then at the end of the time period, they'll reveal who they are. So,
Hmm.
so hello, Felipe. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, and you?
Very good. Remind me, you are from
Yes, I'm from Brazil.
Peru? Brazil. Okay.
Brazil, yes.
Okay. So, all right. So far, a Brazil group. So we have Rafael also from Brazil. So, and uh, and then of course I'm from Idaho in the United States, and where it is 6 p.m. here. And so,
You're
and
awake early.
yeah, it's early. In fact, before this, I just took my nephews and my niece shopping, Christmas shopping for each other, and they are biting at the bit. Yeah, I'll write this down. Biting at the bit to wrap the presents. And so after this class, I will take them. I will go and we will take them shopping again to a $1 store so that they can buy more presents. So for people, because we want them to understand that Christmas is not just receiving, but it's giving as well. So, but biting at the bit means Have you guys heard that before?
No, I've
No.
never.
It means they are very, very anxious to get started.
Can you type it?
Yeah, I've typed it on the Verbling chat. Can you see the Verbling chat?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So they really want to get started. They're like, Auntie, 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 let's start now, let's start now.
When you
Uh,
cannot wait.
Yeah, basically, yeah, it's when you cannot wait. So I'm really, really excited. So they did a good job choosing presents as well. So are you
Yeah,
ready
I
for
don't look
Christmas?
like a child, but I confess that I'm anxious too.
Are you? Are you anxious to get started? You're biting at
Yeah.
the bit.
Yes.
Yeah. My dad would get so excited about Christmas when we were small that he could not wait till Christmas morning. And so we would unwrap our presents on Christmas Eve.
Mhm.
And he would just always be so now 20, 30 years later, my entire family, we all celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve because of my dad. And he's not with us anymore. So are you ready for Christmas, Raphael?
Yes, I am. I confess that I'm not crazy about Christmas
Uh-huh.
because sometimes we feel sad because we have members of our family that are not with us
Uh-huh.
anymore.
Uh-huh.
And but I try to be happy and celebrate with my family.
Mhm.
That's what we should do, right?
Mhm.
It is
Yep,
time
that's
to spend it uh, with family.
yeah, and it's the one time a year
Hmm.
with family, exactly. So how about you, Felipe? Are you ready for Christmas?
no, I'm not. Because so I am an atheist, and I have to explain that Christmas is for all people to my family that does not understand that atheists uh, celebrate Christmas too.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
so uh, I don't know. They, maybe they don't understand the the other people.
Yeah. Well, it started as a Celtic holiday. Are you familiar with the origins of Christmas? Christmas started as a
Yeah.
Celtic holiday, and then the Christians just kind of hijacked it. You guys know the word hijacked? They just kind of took the holiday as their own. So, hi Carlos, how are you today?
Hi, teacher. Hi, everyone. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Great. And I'm guessing that you are from, based on your picture, are you from Brazil or is that
Exactly.
Colombia?
Exactly. No, no, Brazil.
Brazil. Okay. Okay, so far we have a complete Brazil group. That's good. So,
Great.
and that's happened one other time around the same time because it's a night for you guys. Uh, and then of course it's the middle of the night for the rest of for Europe and Asians it's early in the morning and then of course uh, it's earlier for Mexicans and Colombians and so forth. So anyway, are you ready for Christmas, Carlos?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Uh-huh.
All the stuff get ready, already get ready, so I think so.
Hmm.
We get
Okay.
ready.
Yeah, I'm just starting to get into the Christmas spirit, and who knows, I might actually go out on a ride this evening and look at Christmas lights. So, all right. So today's topic is mumpreneurs. What do you think is a mumpreneur? Raphael, do you have any idea what a mumpreneur is?
I confess that I have no idea, but
Uh-huh.
the
Okay.
beginning of the word, like mom, it means mother, mommy, something
Yeah.
like this, but I'm not
Uh-huh.
sure.
That's true. The mum is mom or mother in British English. Um, and Felipe, do you have any idea what the end of the word means?
No, I have no idea.
Carlos, do you have a guess? So,
Oh, yes. I must confess that at the beginning I had no idea what that means, but as soon as I saw the picture,
uh-huh.
I think is something very um, actual, and it means a person who are an entrepreneur, women
Hmm.
that at the same time have the obligation to be a mother.
Exactly. So it's so you have basically we have bear with me a moment. Um, so basically you have mum that means mom, and then you have the word entrepreneur. And an entrepreneur is a person who owns her or his own business. And so what the authors of this material did was they combined the two together, and they've made the new term mumpreneur. Now this is not a term that most people would know, so it's just for this material. So mum mum excuse me, I typed that wrong. Mum equals mom or mother, and then we've got the second part of the word, preneurs, which is actually equals to entrepreneurs, preneurs, which equals to self-employed. If you are self-employed or you own your own company and you're a mother, you could be called a mumpreneur. And so we're going to read an article about women who have, after having children, have decided to stay home and work and own their own company so that they can be closer to their children and have more flexibility. So, Raphael, what do you think the challenges of being a mumpreneur would be?
I would say that it is a big challenge when you try to do a lot of things at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and I can say that I can't. I
Okay.
cannot do a lot of things at the same time. So I think it is the most difficult thing to do.
I have heard that a lot of women have an easier time doing multiple things at the same time, where men have a harder time. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that. So you would say that multitasking would be one of the challenges.
Yes.
Okay. And what do you think, Felipe? What do you think one of the challenges would be for a mumpreneur?
Um, so I think to take care of her children and take care of uh, her house and the family at all is very
Mm-hmm.
difficult for non-preneurs,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah, while
And
they're
could be
running a business at the same time.
and could be more difficult if there are two or more kids.
Hmm. Hmm. There's one of my colleagues actually is an English teacher. Um, she doesn't teach for Verbling, but she's been teaching online since about 2009, and I had the privilege of training her a little bit on virtual classrooms and online, and she got into teaching online because she was a mother, and she had two children, and then she had twin daughters, so she had four children at home. And it's been really good for her to be able to teach from home because of the flexibility that she has. But I'm pretty sure that it's been not been easy. So, um, and Carlos, what do you think are some of the challenges of being a mumpreneur would be?
Oh, I personally think that personally. think that is something very challenging because looking after children at the same time you have to sometimes being a wife and owner of a business. There is something that demand a lot of time,
Mm-hmm.
and I realized that nowadays some women are simply decided not to become a mother. That's the thing. It's very common to see nowadays. On the other hand, as you said, the professions and the business, the online business, uh, have been get easy for person who are thinking in be entrepreneur
Mm-hmm.
and mother at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. Especially the online work, because well, especially say for example, in this online work, it's there's students that are available 24 hours, so you can choose hours when your children are asleep or not there. So she, like the lady I'm thinking of, teaches before her children are up, and then when they were really small she wasn't able to teach very much, but after they started going to school then she would teach when they were at school. So um, so that was good for her. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at some vocabulary related to this topic, and then we will read an article about this. So what we need to do is match the underlined words with their correct definition below. So the definitions below are available in a store, balance, feeling that you are in control of your life, health, etc., showing that you believe you are superior to everyone, speaking of or behaving towards someone as if they are stupid, suitable for both males and females, and then very tiring. So, Felipe, could you read number 1?
If you are sorry, if you have a very busy job, it can be hard to juggle work and family life.
Okay, so what do you think in this respect to juggle work and family life means? And can you match it with one of the
Um,
um,
so, letter C, maybe.
no,
No,
no.
juggle work.
Do you know what do you know what to juggle is when it's not in this
Yes,
respect? Okay.
in this context.
Yeah, in this context it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Okay. Can anybody help him? Anybody have an idea what that would be?
Letter G.
Letter G? No.
I
Oh,
think it
sorry.
goes to letter B.
It's letter B. It's balance. So to juggle work and family life, and that's true for you guys, as you know, if you guys have children and a full-time job and a wife, you know, it's a juggling act, but especially for women because they have a little bit more responsibility with the children, especially when they're young. So we talk about juggling work and family life, and that's similar to, you know, work-life balance. You know, some people have work-life balance and some people do not. So, all right, number 2, Carlos, can you read that?
Okay, the boss always speaks in such a patronizing way. She must think we are stupid.
But
Oh,
yeah, she
this
must think we are
is
stupid.
stupid.
Stupid, yeah.
Speaking or behaving towards someone as if they are stupid.
Yes. So if somebody,
Very E.
yeah. So if somebody patronizes somebody else, it's basically they don't respect the person.
Their intelligence.
Yeah, they're you know, they question their intelligence and so forth. So And if when we get patronized as people, we don't like it. So, all right, number 3, Raphael, could you read that?
Ellie's comments are very condescending. She obviously thinks she's better than everyone else. I think it goes to letter D, showing that you believe you are superior to everyone.
Yes, definitely. So condescending and patronizing are actually very similar to each other. Okay, and then number 4, Felipe, no, can you read that one?
This toilet is unisex. Everyone can use it. Suitable for both males and females.
Yes, suitable for both males and females. Okay, and Carlos, number 5.
Number 5, our company's products are stocked at every major electronics store. This is available in the store, letter A.
Yes, available in the store. Perfect. So to be stocked in a store. Okay, next one, Raphael.
Being a single mother and businesswoman can be extremely draining. It goes to letter G, very tiring.
Yeah, definitely. So I think being a single father and a businessman is also very draining. So what do you guys think? If you're a single full-time father. So number 7, Lorraine always wanted to start her own business. She finds the idea really empowering, and that's the feeling that you are in control of your life, health, etc. So, what do you think? Do you guys think that starting your own business can be empowering?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Talk to us. Why don't you
I
think?
prefer to be an employee
Uh-huh.
because sometimes it is good to be the owner of the company because you can control everything, but I think you work more
Mhm.
unless you have someone to take care of your business,
Mhm.
someone that you believe, that you trust, I mean.
Mhm.
But if you don't have anyone to trust, I think it is better to have a good salary and be an employee.
Mm. Okay. All right. And how about you, Raphael? Not Raphael. Felipe, what do you think? Do you think having your own business could be empowering?
Sorry, what does empowering mean?
It means feeling that you are in control of your life, health, etc.
Okay.
Number
So yes,
7.
yeah. I have a business.
Mm-hmm.
I feel in control of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I like how I do.
Mm-hmm.
And the next year, I would like to hire someone to help me.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel that you are working more than you would if you worked for a company?
Yes, yes, I feel. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
because of that, I, I, I need to hire someone to help me with some
Uh-huh.
activities
Mm-hmm.
uh, to control the finances and
Mm-hmm.
to looking for clients.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally understand. I'm the same way. So, and I started my own business in 2009, and so, Carlos, what do you think? Do you think having your own business could be very empowering?
Actually, something that really appeals to me, but I personally think that I'm not a right kind of person who ideally could take care properly
Mhm.
for my own business, because I, I find to be a laid back person, and
Mhm.
I don't like really don't like to work as much as my regular hours.
Mhm.
And when you set up your own business, you must be silent that you work long hours,
Mhm.
uh, and you will have no weekends sometimes, or vacancies in
Mhm.
holidays, and it is something that you must to
Mhm.
weigh in pros and cons.
Mhm. Yeah. And I totally agree with you. As a person who has been in business for myself on a part-time basis for since 2006, um, it's really hard to have work-life balance. And like Raphael says, you're never in control of everything because you basically, as an entrepreneur, you don't have a boss, but you have clients, and clients are the ones that tell you we need to have this done by this time or whatever it is, you know. So you still have people that you are doing, but the choice is you have control. You can choose your clients sometimes. So I don't know. What do you think, Felipe? Can you choose your clients?
Uh, what do you mean?
Yeah.
If
Well,
so,
if you have a client that is very demanding, you do not have to. They can choose somebody else. They don't have to choose you. So.
ah, generally the clients looking for me, and I I don't need to go or looking for him
Mhm. Mhm.
recently, but before I I had to looking for him,
Mhm.
and I think I won a lot of expertise,
Mhm.
and I have a solid uh, show rail, and
Mhm. Okay. Yeah.
it is very helpful to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I, Raphael, I think you, thank you, Felipe. Raphael has written something down. He goes, I work to live, I don't live to work. And I think that might be the difference between an employer and employee thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because I know I stopped working a full-time job last July and decided to go back into online teaching full-time. And my mom is like, Holly, you're working all the time. And I was like, well, you know, I work for myself now. I'm self-employed. So
Yeah. For me, it's identical because I work to different clients around the world, and I
uh-huh.
have to follow the his time zone, and
Hmm.
it's weird
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, I got a message from somebody yesterday that said, I'd like to speak with you, Holly, after 4 p.m. my time. Well, when I looked at what that time was, it was after 1 a.m. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, let me think. I guess I can be up. So,
I have an app to help me with it. Word clock. Do
yeah.
you do you know that?
Yep.
Timeanddate.com. It's so helpful.
Yeah, definitely. Timeanddate.com is a lifesaver for those people that work around the world. Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and go on to the article. In the article, we're going to look for some information. Let's read we're going to read paragraphs 1 to 5 of the article on the next page, and then find the information below. So the information below we will look for is the number of self-employed women in Britain, the increase in female entrepreneurs in 2011 to 2013, the increase in male entrepreneurs in 2011 to 2013, the estimated number of mumpreneurs in Britain, their contribution to the economy, and the percentage of British mothers who would like to become mumpreneurs.
Oh my God, I refuse to memorize all that.
No, that's okay.
Because I'm
No,
not able to memorize anything, so
no worries.
I passed this exercise.
I can't memorize it either, so don't worry. We'll figure it out together. So we will go back and forth. But that's what we will be looking for. And so what we're going to do is we're going to read through this article. The main emphasis is on pronunciation and also looking for new words and phrases that you do not know. And then hopefully we can talk about this topic a little bit more in depth. Okay, the number of female entrepreneurs who juggle work and looking after their children is growing fast. So Raphael, could you read paragraph 1? And I will move this up. Bear with me a moment.
Yes. Some businesswomen love being described as a mompreneur, enjoying the fact that they combine running a business with looking after their children. Others hate it and complain that it is patronizing and unprofessional. So be careful where you use it.
Okay, so yeah, this word mumpreneur. Okay, one thing with this word right here, some business women. So we have woman, which is an easier pronunciation, and then we have women. So when there's the e in the front, just try to pronounce this like an e too. Women. So business women. That's a very common pronunciation mistake I hear. Okay, number 2, Felipe, can you read that one?
The word has not come from nowhere. The number of self-employed women is women is rising at nearly 3 times the rate of men. In Britain, there are no more than
now more
than 1.2 million self-employed women in full and part-time work. The number of female
entrepreneurs.
entrepreneurs increased by 9.6% in 2011 and 2013 compared with a 3.3% increase for men, according to the Office for National Statistics.
Okay, statistics. Okay. Now, one thing that we need to do is go over a little bit dealing with numbers. Okay. So we've got this one. You said 1.2, but actually in English we would say 1.2. So we will use dot is used in email or websites or URLs. So but in English with numbers it's 9.6, 3.3. Okay. Also, when you have this sign right here, you would say 2011 to 2013. Okay. Now, as far as whether you say 2000 or 20, it doesn't matter. I believe that eventually the weird. Bear with me a moment. eventually the we will actually be saying 2013. For example, I've been reading 2013, and that's just my mood today. And tomorrow I might say 2013. The only time that you actually have to use the thousand is when it's the year this 2000, or a lot of times we'll say if it's that year we'll say 2002. It's really hard to say 2002. So 2013 or 2013, either one is fine. But my point was this thing right here, we'd say 2013 to 2015 or 2013 to 2015. Okay. All right. Very good. Carlos, can you read number 3?
Of course. An estimated 300,000 women are mumpreneurs, according to Mumpreneurs UK, and they contribute 7.4 billion euros to the economy each year. The Super Network found that almost 90% of mums would like to start their own enterprise.
Okay, so this sign, just an FYI, that is a pound sign instead of a euro. So
That's at pounds.
yeah, instead of euro. I don't know if you guys know this, being in Brazil, but Britain is not part of the EEC, so they do not have the European common currency, so they're still using pounds, where the rest of Europe is on euro. But the word I want to go over with you, Carlos, is this word. Could you read that for me? Right before the pound.
Contribute.
Okay, so what you've done is you've stressed it a little bit wrong. What we say is contribute. So this one is not stressed, but the second one, tri and butte, are both stressed. Contribute. Can you say that? Yeah, contribute. Yeah, instead of contribute.
Okay.
So it's contribute. Okay.
Got it.
All right. Now I'll read number 4. But is the term condescending? Businessmen with children are rarely referred to as dadpreneurs, and entrepreneur is unisex. So why the need for the extra label? Raphael, could you read number 5?
Laura Rigney, Managing Director of Mumpreneur UK and mother of 3 boys aged between 6 and 9, said the term simply recognizes the extra challenges a self-employed mother faced. For these female entrepreneurs, their business are run and structured around their children. It can be very draining, and busiest time is often at night once the children have gone to sleep. So we provide a support network for those women. We spoke to 2 mompreneurs.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so one of the things that is very, very common by a lot of the students is these words like recognizes and businesses. When there's an S here, it's really easy to swallow this ES. So recognizes the extra challenges, businesses. So instead of recognize and business. So be sure that you're pronouncing the whole word here. And I think I hear that on a daily basis when I'm doing this with students, so it's pretty normal. Okay, now in this first 5 paragraphs, are there any words or phrases that you do not know? So I'm assuming because of the silence, we're all fine, correct?
I think so. I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Perfect. Okay. So let's see if we can figure out these answers. So the number of self-employed women in Britain would be what?
1.2 million.
Yes, 1.2 million. Oops. Million. So full and part-time. The increase in female entrepreneurs in 2011 to 2013 would be the number of female entrepreneurs increased by 9.6.
0.6.
And then for men, it's 3.3. Okay, 9.6% and 3.3. Okay, just because I'm American, I do want to go over another difference between British English and American English. They pronounce percent like this. We actually not pronounce it. We spell it. The spelling. We spell it like this. So for us, percent is one word. For them, percent is two words. So that is one thing to remember between British and English and American English. Holly's here. Hi, Holly. My namesake. She's Holly 1 and I'm Holly 2. So, are you guys familiar? Do you guys know the other Holly?
Yes, I know her from other classes, but she's always in the chat box.
Yes. Yes.
Hi, Holly.
So she must be here to teach a class. So, okay, let's go ahead. Oh, wait, we're only halfway through. The estimated number of mumpreneurs in Britain would be what? Anybody want to find that?
By the way, it is so hard to pronounce.
I know. It's hard for me too. So, the estimated number of women entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs is hard to pronounce too. Women self-employed, women business, estimated number of mothers in business might be easier. So, anyway, so the estimated number, where would that be? Anybody find it?
300,000 women.
Yeah, I just found it when you found it right here. 300,000. Okay, and their contribution to the economy?
$7.4 billion.
Pounds. Yeah, 7.4 billion pound. So another thing that I've learned about British English is they actually do not make the pound plural. They keep it as singular. The rest of the world we all do. So, but they don't actually. So they do with dollars, but they don't with euro either. So, number 6, the percentage of British mothers who would like to become mumpreneurs. Anybody remember that? Oh, I found it. So 90%. That's interesting. So, all right.
Every single woman.
Yeah, there's only 10% of women that would not want to go into business for themselves.
Exactly.
But that kind of seems really. I think that's much be elevated, because there's a lot of like in this class, Carlos and Rafael, you don't want to go into business for yourself, and it's got to be the same, very similar, you know. Um, anyway, so let's go ahead and read about Vanessa and Lorraine. Rafael, could you read the first paragraph?
Yes, Vanessa is the co-founder of Peach Pink, creators of luxury leather bags. The former retail buyer for Arcadia has two children under 7. Her business partner
Mhm.
Helen Piche, a former buyer for Harrods, has twin daughters. Their bags are now stocked in a number of stores.
Okay, excellent, thank you. And Felipe, could you read the next paragraph?
We both knew buying life wasn't flexible around having kids, so we set up our own business supplying handbags. Last year, we started designing and producing our own brand. I embrace the term Mumpreneur. The whole point of doing business was setting it up around the children. Um, I can email factor in the morning, Skype while the kids are at school, and make sure I am back to pick them up from school. If I had a proper 9 to 5 job, I would have had to put them in after school care. I work in my kitchen, my own little empire.
Okay, excellent. As far as the reading, factories instead of factor. So I think that was just a slip of the tongue, but factories, right? Okay, Lorraine Smith, 30 years old. Lorraine left her job as an accountant in order to concentrate on her company, GTB Natural, an online business offering natural and organic skin and hair care products. She has 2 children. Carlos, can you read the next paragraph?
Okay, before I had to put my daughter in nursery from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, I didn't really have a relationship with her. I was the woman who saw her at night and at the weekends and was always telling her off. Now I work more, but I can bring the kids to work if I needed to. There's stuff in the office for them to do. I, I can take my kids to school and pick them up. I think being a mompreneur is really empowering. I can do my own thing and still be a mom. It's about flexible working. Sometimes I can be up till 3 a.m. working.
Excellent, thank you. Now, are there any words or phrases in this section that you guys do not understand?
To tell someone off. It is the first time that I see this phrasal verb.
Tell her off?
Yes.
Okay. So, see, and at weekends, and it was all see. I was a woman who saw her at nights and at weekends, and was always telling her off. In American English, it means basically. I guess what it would be similar to in this respect. You're yelling. You're yelling. You're not being very nice to the other person. Um, I know that as a child, I used to say that about, you know, how if you remember, and with little girls, they always have their best friends and they always have their enemies, and all the little girls want to tell their enemies off. Um, and that's, I think, what it is. It's really kind of telling a person how they really feel. Um, and so here a mother is not really being as polite to her child as she should be. So that's really what it would be. So that's the first time you've heard this one. Good. Then this class was you can say that you learned something.
Yes.
So, any other words or phrases? Okay.
So good.
All right. Then it's interesting. Holly has written something that's interesting. She wrote, "The interesting thing is that this trend actually seems to be strengthening rather than causing problems for traditional gender roles." So a lot of women are really starting to do this. In Brazil, are you seeing a lot of women do this, or do you know women who are choosing to stay at home and work from home?
It is not very common in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
I can say from Rio de Janeiro. I'm not sure about other states.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Felipe, Carlos, do you guys know of any women that have chosen this route?
No, I don't.
No. Now, is in Brazil, are Carlos? Do you have something to say?
No, I would say that it's not so common in Brazil.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Now, are in Brazil, is it a more traditional country in the fact that do women usually stay at home with their
No,
children, or do they work and there's daycare?
no, they work. They work,
Okay.
but actually, in general, it is not very common to find people working from home.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right.
I mean home office. No.
Uh-huh. Okay. There are a couple people from Brazil who study on verbling that work from home. So, um,
I work from home.
do you work from, yeah, because your own
Yeah.
business? Yeah. But I think that in general, probably some countries probably have that phenomenon more than other countries. Um, so I was working in a industry. They decided to hire people to work from home because they felt they could get the best talent that way. And that was they were hiring linguists and language trainers to write language tests. And so we were all over the country, but we had to be in the continental United States in order to work for them. And it was a great job. I just, sorry they had to lay us all off. So, um, but anyway, now we've read the whole article. Let's answer the following questions in your own words. So number one, why do some businesswomen love the term mumpreneur? Does anybody want to answer that? Any volunteers? No volunteer. I will volunteer for you.
um,
Okay, Carlos.
I can try. I think it's because the the word uh, must tend to the word tend to show very powerful because you can in a simpler word it's mixed both
Mm-hmm.
the word mom
Uh-huh.
plus entrepreneur, so it's something
Uh-huh.
that show power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it also shows that the ladies are doing both things. They're because being a mom is a full-time job, just like being a dad. But there's more. Moms just have more on their plate. They do more things. Um, so, Felipe, why do you think that some hate the term mumpreneur?
Uh, Maybe because some people uh, don't know the meaning of mompreneur,
Mm-hmm.
or uh, it's a guess. Because
Okay.
mompreneur is to American people or to British is common, this term,
Mhm.
or not?
It's not common in the United States.
Yeah.
It's a British term, but I
Yeah.
can see it starting. But they would not say mum. We would call it mompreneurs. We would actually have the MOM. Um, but we see what was it? Work from home mother is usually what my sister calls it, a work from home mother. But actually, the answer for them is some people think it's condescending. It makes you look less professional, and there isn't any term called dadpreneur. So some people see it as positive, and some people see it as negative. So,
Mhm.
um, all right. Number 3, how does Laura Rigney feel about it? So let's go back to here. Laura Rigney was up here. Laura Rigney, mother of 3 boys ages between 6 and 9, said the term simply recognizes the extra challenges a self-employed mother faced. So that's what she says. So, okay. Why does she feel a support network is necessary? Why do you think that, Carlos, what do you think?
Well, I guess
Okay.
I think it's important because it's a proper network could help other uh, newbie
Mm-hmm.
mompreneurs to start from the scratch with their activities. So share informations about split properly their times is a good
Mm-hmm.
example to a good
Yeah.
network would be useful.
Yeah. Exactly. I think you hit the nail on the head. It's just to help be a support, just to help moms get going. Yeah, so that they can because they have so much on their plate. I've said this a couple times. You guys know what that means. To have a lot or on their plate or on my plate. So you can say I have a lot on my plate. Does anybody any idea what that means?
A lot of a lot of a lot of things to do
Mm-hmm.
and a waste of the time.
Yep. I have too much to do with too little time. So,
Okay.
so, so you might hear people say, I have a lot on my plate, or I have she just has so much on her plate. That's what you're pretty much saying. So, and with a mother trying to juggle work and family, even when they have their own, when they're working a 9 to 5 job, it's very, very difficult. So, Felipe, why is it more flexible than a 9 to 5 job? Why do you think being a mompreneur would be more flexible?
9 to 5 job is a regular job.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Uh,
a regular traditional job. Yes.
because you don't need to go to work by train or by car to face up with traffic,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't need to uh, stress with other people,
Mm-hmm.
and um, and you can do your time, and you can do whatever you want, but you
Mm-hmm.
can do, you have to do, and uh,
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I
Uh,
think the
uh,
flexibility.
yes, everybody think that is too flexible to work from home, but it's not real.
No, it's not flexible at all.
No.
So, yeah, because you have to. The nice thing about working, in my opinion, the nice thing about working from home is that when you leave the house, it's actually you go on to like something fun, and stuff like that. But working from home, it's really difficult to balance it. So, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So. All right. Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for your participation in this lesson today, and I hope you learned some new words and some phrasal verbs. And have a Merry Christmas. And maybe I'll see you a little after Christmas. Or maybe before, I don't know, but I think the rest of my classes are in the middle of your night, so unless you're night owls, I won't see you again. So until afterwards. So thank you very much. Happy
Yeah,
New
for
Year.
you
Merry
too.
Christmas.
Thank you. Merry
Thanks.
Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.
For you too. Bye.
Bye.